Bert, I need your help with that Shady or Not segment that you do. So here's the situation. A few weeks ago, my husband mentioned that he was planning to go on a quote-unquote guys' weekend with some of his high school buddies in his hometown. I didn't think much of it. I mean, why would I? So not this past weekend, but the weekend before was the guys' weekend. He went and all was fine. Well, a few days ago, I came across something on social media that's been bothering me. Apparently, his high school reunion was taking place the same weekend as his quote-unquote guys' weekend. I discovered this after noticing some posts from people who attended. I found it strange that he never mentioned the reunion at all. I had hoped it was a coincidence and that he really was just there for a guys' weekend, but I did a little more digging to find pictures that were taken at the reunion. I found a picture of the reunion with my husband clearly visible in the background. To this day, he never once mentioned the reunion. He just described it as a weekend with the guys. I also thought it was typical for spouses to go with each other to events like high school reunions. I've been trying to put myself in his shoes. Maybe he thought I wouldn't enjoy it. If that was what he was thinking, that's fine. However, why didn't he tell me? A guy's trip is obviously something I would stay behind for, but a reunion feels like something couples usually attend together. The thing is, my husband isn't normally secretive. This is the first time he's done something that felt deceptive. Before I confront him about it, I want some other opinions. Is it shady or not? 1-855-BERT Show. Again, I don't think this is shady or not. This is how shady is it?
Tommy, how shady is this?
Shady! That's high on the shady meter.
Yeah, this is real high on the shady meter.
On so many levels.
Yeah, it's so weird that he couldn't just be honest about the fact that he had a high school reunion. Like, why did you have to say it was a guy's trip? Like, of course she wouldn't want to go to a high school reunion. So it makes total sense that, like, if you would say, oh, I have a high school reunion. Okay, you go. I'll stay behind. Mm-hmm. Perfectly happy with that.
For me, I have got a high school reunion coming up this year, and I plan on telling my husband, well, stay home. It's fine. But I've told him about it. Like, he knows it's happening.
That's a break for him because you think it's going to be really fun for the spouse. It's not. It's really not.
That's why I'm like...
It's every inner conversation. It's such an inside thing, and the spouses just sit there nodding. Oh, great. Well, you go down memory lane.
Right. So I could see him leaving her behind, but not telling her about it. To me, it reeks of high school sweetheart ex is going to be there.
I had a couple of different thoughts on that, yes.
Yeah, it's definitely shady. For me, it was one or the other. It was either someone is going to be there that he was always interested in or he might be interested in now, or for whatever reason, he's a bit embarrassed to bring his current wife or was she... Yeah, I don't...
Which would be worse, the sweetheart there or if your spouse is embarrassed of you?
I had most thoughts also. I think it's probably worse if you're embarrassed.
I'd say embarrassed too.
100%.
Yeah.
Like if he was the high school quarterback and maybe his wife is like schlepping around like Oscar the Grouch, maybe.
Yeah, if he thought that everybody was going to be disappointed, like this is who you ended up with, at least in his head or something like that.
That's like a punch to the gut.
Yeah,
that one hurts. I don't see any other reason you would completely hide the fact that you have a high school reunion.
So if your question authentically while you're writing this is this shady or not? 1,000%. I mean, 1,000%. Yeah, he told you he was going away, but he lied to you. So that's a pretty big red flag. He didn't tell you that he was going to the high school reunion, never mentions it when he gets back, still hasn't mentioned it. Mm-hmm. You had to do the digging. All of it is shady.
And she didn't even really do digging. Like, it wasn't like she was just on Facebook and saw people's posts about the high school reunion. You are well within your right to ask him. And I it's all about how you go in. Like, you can't be, like, coming in hot. So I always like to come in sweet to try to get, like, you know, to get my inside information. And I would be like, why didn't you tell me you went to your high school reunion?
You are absolutely entitled to come in hot on this one. I mean,
you think so?
Yes. The dude lied about what he was doing, hasn't told her about it at all. There are pictures on social media. Okay. You should be pissed.
Okay, she should be pissed, and she can come in hot. I don't think she's going to get any information, though, if she comes in hot. After you ask him why and be like, no, I mean, there's pictures on social media. Like, you're obviously there, and they're just there for the viewing. I just know men not all men, but most men, you do that, they're going to manipulate the situation and turn it around on you and try to make you look like the crazy one and that you're being possessive and obsessive. So if you come in neutral, he can't use that tactic. So I would do that. And then when he doesn't give you the information you want, obliterate him.
Or how about circle back? So tell me more about that guy's weekend. You never really did give me details about it. What'd you guys do? Let him bury himself. Then you come in hot as hell.
Or do your trick, just go be like, is there something you want to tell me?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. I think you got to do a little more recon and reach out to the other wives and see if they knew what was going down. Because he could be like, it was just the guys, none of the wives came. But if the other wives knew what was going down, even more shady.
The Bert Show.
So first, thanks for watching. Second, you like what you just watched? That just scratches the surface. Get the Bert Show on any podcast platform. We're so good.